And I'm just wondering, Trump, before the elections, the perception polls, you know, I mean, almost gave everything to the Democrats. At some place they were, neck to neck, tie to tie, and all that. And then the actual election happened, and we're seeing Trump even taking over both the electoral college votes and the popular votes that they never won, during the last election, which Biden took. What do you think he did right? What can we learn from Trump's strategy?
Well, my immediate reaction to what you have said is very simple. It was glaring. The switch from Biden to Kamala was too short. Barely...
like 100 and something days.
Yes, barely 100 and something. And the American society, America is a very large country, very huge country. And you could see the campaign team struggling. They were struggling to meet up. While the Trump team has been there, though they had their own challenges, switching attention from Biden to Kamala. But essentially, drafting of Kamala into the race was too sudden, and it definitely affected the Democrats' campaign. That is one.
Even where they had, upper hand, even in their own,
yes,
Their own domain.
yes,
domain.
If you look at certain states are called swing states.
Yes.
They don't belong to the Democrats nor belong to the Republican. So these swing states, states like Pennsylvania, you see in one election they will vote for Democrats, in another election you cannot be too sure. So that is why both Kamala and Trump, they concentrated on the swing states. Georgia, Pennsylvania, and several other states that were the swing states. They concentrated heavily. In fact, both Trump and Kamala, they visited Pennsylvania 31 times at different times, even up to the day of the election, because Pennsylvania has 52 electoral votes, which is huge. California has over 430. So you could win just 2-3 states, and then you are hitting 100 electoral votes. So these swing states were very critical to the election, and both parties were interested in the swing states. The only interesting thing was that Trump was able to make inroad into traditional Democrat strongholds. And what could be responsible for that is basically two things, as Ambassador Keshi has said. The issue of culture. There were issues of LGBTQ, which has resonated in the American society. People begin to feel that they begin to demonize the Democratic Party. They demonize them for a lot of negative issues. Trump was insisting that he wants to return America to God. He wants to restore it on the path of... So it was really a direction that appealed to a lot of the evangelicals and other religious groups within the American society. Even, to be frank, even the Arabs towards the end of the election, the Arab Americans and the Latinos, they began to sympathize with Trump. Don't forget that all these attempts, I don't know, some people say the attempts were state managed. People begin to wonder, who are interested in killing this man? Why all this attempt? He was in his golf course playing golf, and then somebody was arrested with a gun nearby. So you see,
then he was shot again?
Yes, he was.
3 attempts.
Yes, 3 attempts. And then people begin to wonder. Then look at the drama in the courts. The various, almost 30 criminal charges in the various courts and so on. So it was the Democrats that actually marketed Donald Trump. If you look at, even in our elections here in Nigeria, you see that when you begin to vilify somebody, what happens is that people begin to wonder, why all this gang up? Why all this attempt? Then there must be something why they want to stop this man.
Even his unpredictability?
Yes. So people begin to, once the people perceive that there is an attempt to muzzle or stop a particular candidate, you are indirectly marketing that candidate. So I think that most of the issues that led to Trump winning is that, and secondly, the conflict in the world was also very instrumental.
Yeah.
The conflict in the world, people felt that America needed a very strong president who could sit on top of the situation and whip certain leaders into line.